Hey everyone, it's your second favorite trans OSRS YouTuber, Ellie. Welcome to my channel. This channel will be dedicated to old school RuneScape content, focusing on the Ultimate Iron Man game mode. If you don't know what the Ultimate Iron Man game mode is, it's a mode of RuneScape where you can't trade other players, purchase things from the Grand Exchange, like a normal Iron Man, with the exception that an Ultimate Iron Man can't use the bank. Having such a limited inventory space, you have to make use of such items as a looting bag, POH storage, and other mechanics such as desk storage, and more that we'll get into as we progress this account together. Welcome to my Ultimate Iron Woman journey. My goals for this account are to get to the later game content at my own pace. I've already obtained several items that are huge for the account, like my Graceful, Rogues, and Fishing outfit. And here are my stats, the only notable ones being 71 agility and 70 fishing. In the short term, I will be leveling thieving so we can unlock farming more efficiently, as well as an easy AFK moneymaker at the Arty Knights. Alongside this goal, I'm also working on getting Herblore to 38 so we can start making prayer potions which unlock Slayer and other combat heavy questing. If you don't know, low-level Herblore is the bane of every UIM's existence, as the only good method that I know of for reliably getting Herblore experience is by killing Chaos Druids for the reliable drop of herbs, but having a limited inventory space, you could see why this would be a challenge. So far, this account has had some insane luck, as you can see here, but having an account like this comes with its own risks. Dying can be very punishing, especially on a UIM, because you drop everything on death, and you have a timer to get back and retrieve your items. You'll notice how I don't have any of the items from the collection log in my inventory anymore. Making mistakes is okay. Making the same mistake and destroying my looting bag outside the wilderness, not once, but twice, it might be my fault. One of my other short-term goals for this account is to acquire a Rune Pouch, and currently the only way I can do that is by playing Last Man Standing, which is a player versus player minigame. And if you didn't know this, I'm bad at PKing. Really, really bad. But so far, I've managed to save up this many points, and a Rune Pouch costs 75, and after that we can save up points to purchase things like looting bags, rune arrows, as well as some other supplies. With all that being said, let's get started on our journey together. We're going to get started by killing Chaos Druids and using up some of the about 10,000 arrows that I crafted right before I started filming for this series. I'd like to get my range up so we can eventually do a fire cape attempt, but for right now we're just going to stack up all these herbs and see what level Herblore we can get after we use up all these arrows. Barely slipped by, but we got 53 range, the first level of this grind. I figured you should know what a typical run looks like. When I get a full inventory, I use the Arty Cloak to go to the monastery, refill my prayer and note my herbs, use the fairy rings to teleport to Edgeville, and then run back to the Chaos Druids. Usually it takes about 2-3 minutes. And we got another level that is 54 range. Nice, our first double Ranar drop. Hopefully we see a lot more of those. We're about halfway through with this grind, and I wanted to show you the looting bag. We have a bunch of low-level herbs, which is exactly what we need to help us get to 38 Herblore. We've also stacked up about 11 Ranars. And that is 55 range. So far we've gotten about 3 levels from all these iron arrows, about 5,000 arrows. We're coming up to the end of the iron arrows, so we pretty much got 3 back-to-back Ranars. The stack is going to be pretty solid by the end of this. And there we go. We've used up all 5,000 iron arrows. Let's move on to the steel arrows. Hopefully this should go a little bit faster with the extra damage. And with this inventory of herbs, we're going to get our first level of the Herblore grind. There is 28 Herblore. Let's grab our Graceful from the POH and do a farm run, because I forgot I had planted some of these fruit trees. First, we're going to deposit the herbs into the looting bag. Checking the first tree, we get 1750 XP. Let's just pay to have this chopped down. Checking the next tree actually gets us a farming level. There is 40 farming. The next tree gives us another 1200. Now we're going to drop us for Graceful at the house and check on our tree in Brimhaven. And another 1200 XP and a medium Karamja task. Can't wait to put those lamps in Herblore. Alright, let's check out the looting bag after our first set of 5,000 arrows. It looks like we got a ton of herbs stacking up now. All those low level herbs are going to be so good for getting us to 38 Herblore. And with that, we're at the end of episode 1. I know it was mostly a lot of explaining the mode and my goals. In the next episode, we'll finish off this Chaos Druid grind and use up these herbs. I'd also like to give a huge shout out to Hanannie, a fellow trans RuneScape YouTuber. She inspired me to start creating my own YouTube series after seeing how supportive her community has been. I hope that one day I'll have my own community of people who are also so supportive. I hope you have an amazing day, and I hope to see you in the next video.